very closely with our buyers to try to find some special things for this show, because even when it's not a specific holiday, there's always a reason to celebrate. It could be a promotion, a birthday, an anniversary, but sometimes we make something so good we can't even give it to you till the end of the day. We can only give it to you till the end of the show. And that is the important thing about the easy pay that we're talking about on our 6-ounce Black Angus Sirloin steaks from Rastelli. Your item number is M53894, and there's a buy more, save more. But before we go through all of this, remember that your 4 easy pays expire at the end of the show. And I want you to say hi to Ray Rastelli, who we like to call almost affectionately America's neighborhood butcher, but I think you're really the butcher for QVC, because most neighborhoods don't even have a butcher shop anymore, and that's different from what you're seeing in your grocery store, an actual butcher shop that you trust.
It is much different. We've been doing this for the past 41 years, so we're really excited about being QVC's butcher.
Yeah, we are excited to have you here. I've learned so much from you since, how long has it been now since you've been on the air?
It's been 1 year. Last week was 1 year.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much.
Happy anniversary on your first year. I've learned so much from this man about how to season meat, when to season it, what should the temperature be, how to get the best experience. But if you stay with us, we'll share some of that with you. I need to show you, though, what you're getting, because you do have a choice. These are sirloins. They are Black Angus sirloins, and they are not 3 ounces or 4 or 5 ounces. They are huge. They're 6 ounces in size, and you get a choice. Do you want 8 of them coming home to you on this one block? That would be 8. Your price is $67 for 8 of them. Do the math and figure out what that is price per steak. It's pretty impressive. Then, if you want to do the buy more, save more, we double the amount of steaks that you're getting for a total of 16, but we did not double your price. We took $15 away from that price because you've now bundled the 2 orders together, and it makes it more affordable to get them home when they're bundled. So now as we come back to learn a little bit.
Yes.
So would you rather start with sirloin or Black Angus? Where do you want to start?
Let's start with Black Angus,
Okay.
and because it always, you can take a great piece of meat and really screw it up, but you can't take a really bad piece of meat and make it good. Right. So we start with the very best, and you can see by the marbling inside of this Black Angus product. These sirloin steaks are trimmed from one end to the other.
Yes, I don't see any excess fat on the outside.
None at all, and that's what's so really nice and versatile about this, and we'll talk about the versatility, but the Black Angus steak is what we prepare for all the restaurants. This product is aged for at least 28 days. It's hand-selected, picked by a butcher, hand-cut, and then packaged so that it's going to stay fresh in your or frozen in your freezer, I should say, for 12 months.
And by the way, just so that you're aware, if you're not able to get to New Jersey, where they are located and they have their store, there is always a member of the family present, because this is truly a family business, and they bring that same aesthetic here to QVC, since we can't always get there.
And you can see actually our aging rooms and where we are cutting the meat. There's always a Rastelli family member on hand there, making sure that every cut is to perfection. If we wouldn't give it to our mom, we're not going to give it to our guests. That's the simple rule. And for the past 41 years, our customers have come in and they've trusted us, because what's more important than putting a steak or a piece of meat on your family's table that they're all going to rave about? So it's a fun way to have learned how to be a butcher.
So, could you cut a little tiny piece off for me there, please?
I certainly will.
Now, this comes with seasoning, correct?
This does. This comes with a seasoning packet. It is our own signature seasoning.
Thank you.
And you can see, Sharon, just before we, actually just when we came on, I put 2 of these steaks, which I had pre-seasoned and put in our skillet
Right here?
Right here, right?
When you pre-season it, I need to ask you a question before you educate us. Do you season both sides or just one?
Both sides. So what I like to do is pull them out of the refrigerator, because you've thawed them out, pull them out and actually get them to room temperature for about 30 minutes. When you pull them out, season both sides, because you want the meat to get the room temperature. That's going to create a much more evenly cooked product and quickly. So you can see that this product I put on just about 2 minutes ago.
Right.
These are beautiful 6-ounce Black Angus steaks.
But they're thinner, so they're going to cook quickly,
yes,
right?
so they're going to cook in literally 5 to 6 minutes.
Wow.
You're going to have just the most incredible steak.
Look at that.
And that's what's really so convenient about this. The other thing that I love, and you can see going back to my steaks that I cut right before we came on air, this piece of meat is so versatile, you can actually be a butcher at home. So here I've cut these steaks this half a steak into small cubes, and we've made our pasta ragu. So that is a sirloin ragu.
Okay.
And in every box will come the recipe for all 4 of these beautiful things.
So look at how great this is. Many times we give you ideas. We can cook a steak. Maybe it's your first time cooking a steak, and that's great. But if you've done that a lot and you're looking for other ideas, many times we give you the ideas on the air, but we don't have specific recipes. You're getting 4 total recipes we're going to tell you about really quickly that you can use with this exact steak to make it interesting and do something different. And they're all very simple to do. So the recipe for that ragu right there is included in the box.
It is included, and that is our black Angus sirloin ragu. And it's right here if you'd like to take.
Oh,
it's
marvelous.
Very, very easy to do right here.
And by the way, I need to remind you that if you want to do those 4 easy payments, either for a single shipment or for your auto delivery to lock it in, that will be going away at the end of the show. That will not last for the rest of the day. So think about this, especially if you want it for Valentine's Day.
So in addition to that, what's on that recipe card? Isn't that wonderful?
That is so full-bodied and delicious with the steak in it that ground beef would not be able to do.
No, exactly. And that's why this steak is so versatile. So we made the sirloin ragu.
Wow.
We also took that and chopped it into little smaller pieces and made a chili.
Is that this?
So that's our steak chili. That's our sirloin steak chili. And that's actually a sirloin beer chili. So we mix some beer in there. And it's really, it's just a great flavor profile. Great on just a cold winter day, fall day. Just warms the heart.
The texture of the steak itself is hearty, but so soft and tender.
Yes.
Like really soft and tender. And the marbling, I would imagine, has a lot to do with that.
It does. You know, the marbling has a lot to do with it, but what also has a lot to do with it is the aging process. You know, when you go to a typical grocery store, they're not aging that product for you. They want that product to turn over very quickly. We actually put it into our aging rooms, 28 days, just like we do for the restaurants all over the world, and then we select the meat, hand cut it, package it, and send it to you.
And you know what? I need to mention auto delivery again because this is really special. First of all, look at the size of these steaks. Having these is like having a gold mine in your freezer because you need to whip up a quick steak. You can do the quick thaw method, running it in the package under some cool water to thaw it out and do it in minutes from the time that you get home. But you could do so many other applications with this if you like to do fajitas and steaks. You want to do some sort of Asian stir fry. You could slice this up on the diagonal and cook it up that way. Having these always available is really kind of one of those things that you could do the fancy steak dinner or something really delicious and different at a moment's notice. That's why I recommend auto delivery because every 4 months for 1 year, we will ship you the steaks of your choice. Either you're getting the set of 8 or the set of 16, and you can lock that easy pay in for the entire year as well, but that is going away at the end of the show.
And one of the other recipes, Sharon, is our Asian sirloin tacos. And again, all we did was take this sirloin steak, sliced it thin, actually, and we've given you the recipe for that. This here, and you can maybe dip it in the little sriracha there.
Okay.
You'll get to really get the flavor that's inside of that taco. So this becomes a steak that is incredibly versatile, very, very simple, and very quick to cook. You can see already these steaks that we have just thrown on here just before we have come in.
They're done.
They're done. They're ready
done.
to go.
And I need to let you know, too, the set of 8, I believe, is extremely popular, and we have fewer than 500 now to go around. So make sure if you want that easy pay, you grab it before the end of the show. And in the set of 16, 300 remain, and that's it.
And so
look at this platter.
Look at this platter. This is the 16 steaks. So when you talk about feeding a family or having steaks for months and months, you can imagine this is really from one end to the other you're going to eat. You're not going to have to trim anything off of that steak.
You get to eat it all.
How to eat it from one end.
Jerome, our line producer, wants to take it to go, by the way.
That's all ready to go.
That's all for me, baby. You get the recipes that we just talked about, all 4 of them, should you wish to use them. But if you are a steak purist, if you are a traditionalist, you don't have to use these recipes. You may give them to a friend and just use a little salt and pepper. because that's really all the steak needs. I had a bite of the one you gave me earlier. It wasn't even seasoned.
Yes.
And it still had such great flavor.
And that's that Black Angus flavor. And what's nice is all steaks come individually vacuum packaged, which means for 12 months they're going to hold up in your freezer.
Perfect.
So very
Perfect.
quick.
So you just choose, do you want to do the set of 8 or the set of 16? Grab your 4 Easy Pays before they disappear in a couple of minutes at the end of the show. It is 53894 and ask about that auto delivery every 4 months with your Easy Pay locked in. Are you back tonight with David Venable?
I am, yes.
So nice to see
Nice
you.
to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Mwah. And by the way, I just wanted to remind you that Gourmet Holiday is now a